Hey everybody, it's Noah from American Trucks. Let's take a look at this Flowmaster Outlaw Extreme single exhaust system with a turn down for the 09 to 18 5.7 liter Ram 1500 with that factory dual exhaust. Now in this case, the name says it all, folks. Outlaw. Now this system is for the Ram owner who wants aggressive volume and tone for the smallest price tag and the simplest install. Now this bad boy is gonna fall on a 5 out of 5 on the Wake the Neighbor scale. It still has a muffler to take the edge off, but this exhaust is meant to be heard big time. This turn down system is mandrel bent and extremely short overall. Now those two factors together make a turn down system just about the most free-flowing exhaust setup that you can buy. And as a whole, it really is on par with what we've come to expect from Flowmaster over the years. Now this turn down tip exits right under the bed, and that means you can expect some more noise, vibration, and a more intense driving experience. So if you're looking for a peaceful commute, then the Outlaw system probably isn't for you. But if you're looking for a race truck, really raw kind of sound, this is a great option for you to consider. Now all the piping here is made of 409 stainless steel. That's a super corrosion resistant grade of steel that doesn't come with the hefty price tag of a system made from 304 stainless. Now all this piping is 3 inches in diameter, which is really gonna open the exhaust up and let the deep throaty sound bellow out of your truck. And then lastly, the muffler tip section here is all coated black to maximize the corrosion resistance. So this Outlaw turn system comes in around $400. Now this system from Flowmaster is hands down the most affordable way to get an intense sound out of your Ram, apart from just cutting off your exhaust entirely. And that's an absolute bargain when you consider how easy it is to spend over $1,000 on a rear exit setup made from the same materials, and that still may not give you the race truck sound you're looking for. Now looking at the install of this exhaust system, it really is just about as easy as it can get. And we're looking at a difficulty of only 1 out of 3 wrenches with a 30-minute install time. Now this thing is really short, so it's maneuverable underneath the truck. It's a lot fewer pieces than a rear exit system, and it's really hidden entirely under the truck, so you don't need to spend 3 hours getting your exhaust tips perfectly lined up and square like I always end up doing. Now let's head over to the install bay and take a closer look at getting this on your Ram.
The tools you'll need for this project are an impact gun or a 1/2-inch drive ratchet, a 15mm socket, an exhaust hanger removal tool, possibly a dead blow hammer, and some spray lubricant. Hi everyone, today we're installing an exhaust on our Ram, but first let's watch a short video on how to uninstall the stock exhaust.
We have to remove our factory system. That includes pulling both tailpipes on either side of the truck as well as the factory muffler. We're going to unbolt the tailpipes from the muffler first using a 15mm socket. That's going to allow us to pull the tailpipes off of the rubber isolators. All right, now that we have those 2 tailpipe clamps loosened on the muffler, we're gonna go ahead and pull the tailpipes from the isolators. Once the tailpipes are pulled from the rubber isolators, that's gonna give us enough leverage that we can kind of wriggle them out from the muffler itself, and then we can actually pull our muffler. All right, now that we have our driver's side tailpipe removed, we're gonna do the same thing for the passenger side. The passenger side only has 1 hanger up here, makes it a little bit easier on us. All right, next we have to loosen the clamps securing our muffler to our flow tube here. That's also going to be a 15mm socket. With the clamp holding our muffler loosened, we're going to spray down our last 2 rubber isolators, and then we're going to pull the muffler from our mid pipe. Now, if any of those rubber isolators are giving you a hard time, you can actually knock the muffler loose from the clamp that you loosened using a dead blow mallet. That'll give you enough leverage to pull it out of the rubber isolator.
Now we're ready to go ahead and install our new system. So we're going to go ahead and slip our new clamp over the end of our pipe. And then we'll install the two hangers attached to the system to the isolators already installed on the truck. And then we'll slip this over the exhaust pipe still on the truck. We've got them in our isolator. Slide it onto the existing pipe. And we're going to slide our clamp all the way to the end of the pipe here, just to make sure that we get a good clamp on the end of it. And then we'll tighten it down with our 15mm socket. And that wraps up our review and install of the Flowmaster Outlaw Extreme Single Exhaust System with turn down for the 2009 to 2018 5.7 liter Ram 1500 with factory dual exhaust. Thanks for watching, and remember, for all things Ram, keep it right here at AmericanTrucks.com.